This episode of Cousins and Sons is brought to you by Authentic Muay Thai Supply. This is an online fightwear store where you can find the best, most authentic Muay Thai protection gear, training gear, boxing gloves, and Muay Thai shorts straight up from Thailand. Good prices, good people. Check them out over at authenticmuaythaisupply.com and enjoy this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Nailed it, Pepper.
You'll be proud of someone. Just give me a chance to make yourself. If you don't like me here, I will be someone else.
Now.
God, we're fucking live here on Cousins and Sons.
Cousins and
Driving
Sons.
through the streets of Los Angeles. This is dangerous. Doing a podcast while driving.
Driving with cousins.
Driving with the cousins.
And just a Prius. Nothing cool. No cool car.
They don't know that. It's not like we're on film, motherfucker.
We are, though. I just want them to know we're not that cool, okay?
Could have been in a Ferrari. Fucking.
We're borrowing the Ferrari.
Yeah, it's still, we could have been in one.
It's true. Never mind. Then
Whatever.
forget that.
Forget
Forget
it.
it, guys. Use your
All
imagination.
right, we're going to edit that out. Mental note or whatever.
I'm too lazy to
No.
edit it out.
Voice note. Edit
Voice
that out.
note. What is going on? Yeah, no, we're doing this one. We had to.
Yes.
Time is money. Money is time, and so we figured we'd just do a driving one today to kill some birds with some stones.
Which this will be like the most current one we've ever done. Right?
It will be. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, we can prove it. We'll take a picture of newspapers.
Perfect.
Dude, I always want to go to that store.
Which one?
That boxing. Oh, we have.
We
been to
went,
that
yeah,
store.
when we were looking
It
for mouth
actually
guards.
isn't that great. Actually,
I mean, if it is, if you're going maybe for boxing.
it's kind of true. If you want a bag.
I went to the
They
Goodwill
have
right
a ton
next
of
to it
shit.
all the time, though. I mean, not all the time, but like recently when I was doing my purging of my room, I went there like 4 times in the last month and a half. With like, I have receipts on receipts for that place. Dude, what we were talking about. So if anybody knows us, we have been excited this last week because why? What came out this week? If you're
Oh my
anybody,
God.
dude, Disney Plus.
Disney motherfucking Plus.
Disney Plus. Like it's gonna
you
be.
don't got it,
This
get
is
it.
gonna be like even a downgraded version of how excited we are, just because we've been talking about it so much. But if we got paid to talk about Disney Plus, we love it so much. That's why we're talking about it. We've felt like we've been kids all over again.
Yeah. I mean,
What have you been
I haven't
watching?
watched anything but
Yeah.
Disney Plus. Everything. Fucking Boy
How-
Meets World.
You've been
Fuck
watching
tons of
Boy
Boy
Meets
Meets World.
World? Yep.
Fuck ton of Smart Guy. That one, dude. It's like I want to reach out to Ubaldo and be like, because Ubaldo and I
yep.
used to. One of my friends that I grew up with, Ubaldo.
Yep.
Maybe he might listen. But fucking. Yeah, we used to like watch quote Smart Guy all the time. Did you watch that shit last night? Oh my God! And Mo is just fucking hilarious, dude.
No, Mo is. I mean, they're all even
They're
later.
all good.
They're all good, and they have their funny moments.
TJ's the worst,
which is funny, like he is, yeah.
but he still goes good with it.
But he's still
I mean,
a kid.
He's a
too,
cute
like,
little kid.
You know, he's a cute little kid. But yeah, all of them, and it goes there. Like you don't realize. We used to talk about how we were like, oh, shows in our day weren't, were much better than they are now. And I used to be like, well, maybe it's just because we were kids and we'll rewatch them and it won't hold up. It's like, no, dude. Boy Meets World and Smart Guy, dude, they
go there.
hold up and they go there. Like
Yeah.
I learned, especially Boy Meets World.
No, it was
Smart
better.
Guy, like
It was better.
better. Like the writing, you could tell they weren't as afraid of offending people.
Yeah,
like
oh no. Same
because-
thing with cartoons back in the day.
because you were just able to watch them and like you still learn. Like they weren't afraid to go there and then teach you a lesson along the way. Like I have I mean, every time Mr. Feeney's in the scene, like you remember what he was like, but again, it's like, well, was it just because I was 11 years old,
Yeah.
and then now
Right.
30 years old,
Or
enjoying life,
Right. Or am I still going to think any of this is funny? And you
Yeah.
do. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious.
And you know what I
I
realized?
think it's even funnier now because
I love Corey's parents. I love the Matthews because that is a straight up like family. Like that is they are like they fight, but they still have that moments of like they're showing. I think there's been episodes where at least once every other episode they have some kind of sexual innuendo or something where they're talking about going upstairs or being
and
alone or like
fucking.
they're but it's just still that
But
same.
it's like, yeah, like you said, Yeah, that's how families are supposed to be. The
Yep.
parents are supposed to be fucking. If they're not, something's wrong.
There's something wrong, guys. There's
Yeah.
something wrong. That's what we're here to tell you, guys. That's what we're here to tell you.
Yeah,
I haven't even. It's funny thinking about it though. I haven't even watched. I started watching. Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah.
Last night. Have you had troubles though with the app?
No, to be honest, why?
Because it cancels on me. It like
No.
through the PlayStation at least quite often actually.
I just have it on the Fire Stick.
I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or what it is, but every now and then it quite often
It'll sign you out.
Or not sign me out, but it'll just say they're having malfunctions.
Huh.
Like it won't. So which is why I even mentioned like, oh, the app is down because over.
Oh yeah. When you
millions of
mentioned that, I
people.
thought you just did that for the joke.
No, I wasn't. I was serious. Like it was really down. Like, and it happens actually quite often where it's like, oh, technical issues, and then what I'll do is I'll reset the app and start it up again, and it might work.
Yeah.
But if it's down, it like only works for like a minute, and then it comes back and it's not working. So I wasn't sure if that was just me or what it was. And
No, no. The only thing, but I think it's your TV is like glitching out, or the PlayStation TV.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Is like it's. I don't know.
that would make more sense.
It'll
then.
like go black.
Yeah.
But I think it's the
Because
TV.
no,
don't think
I
it's the app.
caught myself last night doing that where I was falling asleep to it and then turned on. Was Boy Meets World wasn't working. Smart Guy wasn't working. Remember the Titans started for a
Oh,
second,
really?
wasn't working.
Dude, you know what?
And
Maybe
then
I did hit.
and then
Boy
I
Meets World
turned on.
once and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But
and
I went to something else right away and it did.
And then finally I just went to Hulu and just started watching that again. I'm like, I was like, well, I hope they figure out this glitch. Like if
Yeah.
it isn't just my Wi-Fi or something. So.
Such good shit though. I mean, yeah. Talk about nostalgia.
Oh, so much nostalgia. We were saying it's been the happiest time of our lives in the last week.
Yeah, it improved my attitude dramatically.
And rewatching and like we'll be texting each other back and forth, being like, especially when that first night it came out, and I texted you a picture of Boy Meets World, going, oh my god, shut the fuck up. And it was ever since then made our day. We went to work and we had a better time at work.
Just being able to talk about
Yep.
the good old days.
The good old days and
When
everything.
TV was awesome. Yeah, this is the first time I've like sat down and like watched TV in so long.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
huh?
actually watched something.
Because you listen to podcasts.
Listen to podcasts or fucking, and even then I'm not. I'll watch them. I'll put them on like my TV, like on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
But I won't. I'll be doing something else while I'm
Yeah.
doing that. So I don't know. I kind of like that about them too. Is like you don't have to watch them.
Yeah.
So unless I like it there. So when you're watching something like this past weekend or whatever, and they pull up like a video or a photo or something,
Yeah, yeah.
and you can just like look up and see what they're talking about, and then
Yeah.
just like go back doing whatever you're doing. I like it, dude. The wall is dead.
It's dead? Well, what's today? Sunday? Oh, dude, I'm telling you. Here's the thing is now with them having more walls, and now with the cafe and the Hollywood one and then with Dante's actually giving you shows for the best of.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's going to be effective.
Which is pretty cool for comics in LA.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys didn't already know, I feel like it's pretty freaking known around. It's the Battle of the Mics, dude. We're in history right now in Los Angeles, fucking with the comedy boom, as we could call it, right?
Yeah.
I would say it's a boom. It's still like it's still small though.
Yeah.
It's still a small world. Like, yeah, a lot more people are doing stand up and stuff like that, but.
Well, yeah,
But
no,
then again,
it just goes and
there's
shows.
so many people that aren't really doing stand up.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people not really doing stand up.
Yeah, no, as one of those things where even when you tell people, I do stand up here, or I do stand up here, if you just even say the Comedy Store for people who don't know, that's where they think you're performing at.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to be like, no, that's not, no, that's big time for people. Like, I'm not there yet, but
Yeah.
it'd be fun when that day does come. But it's, they don't know the difference, especially, or like we talked about the other day, as far as open micers go and a comedian, like
Yeah.
every comedian can be an open micer, but not every open micer I feel like is a comedian, who's actually going out and doing shows and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But according to anybody back home, You know,
That's what's going on.
that's what they think. You know,
And to a degree, they're doing
it's the
it.
same-
It depends
yeah.
on, like, if they're doing it fucking 6 times a week, they're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, or even 4 times a week, you know? It's like the ones that just, like, you know, they'll do it, like, once every couple months.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even once a month. I mean, that's just, like, that's not enough. And, but, yeah, no, there is, like, those having shows, which we finally hit that level. We did our first paid show.
I know.
So it's like, fuck it, like
First page show.
first paid show in the like not
For,
even
you know, and
not
I was
even a
thinking,
year,
I was
not
thinking
even a
about
year.
that too. Yeah, regardless of how it went and how it happened and stuff, it's still a feat that is great to mark off. Being like, no, we
yeah.
did that. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
setting up for next year.
For sure.
That's because that's
Well,
what
and then you know, hopefully being able to, like, you know, work with Simone like next year or
Yep.
like in the near future.
yeah,
because-
and getting to that point of like just getting confident enough to go down that road. I'm gonna hit him.
Fuck that guy. I hate that motherfucker.
So that's just having that confidence to be able to actually go to that next step and create something so that we can be put on more shows
Yeah.
and in the coming year and like hit it harder. Because I mean, right now in the last few months, it's been mostly based upon doing it to keep doing it. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, money's a thing,
Well,
time's a
life-
thing,
life-
life
life
gets in the
hits.
way.
And it's just like that's that way.
But even
for
then, we've
everyone.
noticed that it has helped us, you know, in some cases where
Kind of taking time off.
even less mics makes us have fun and do better even when, you know, for the less stuff we do.
Yeah, I think what it is it's just like one of those things. Like
Mhm.
when you're on the progression up, you know, because I think, I mean, you're always making progress, but like you're not. Like I think you do hit a point where it's just like, okay, this is me. This is
Yep.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, this
Yep.
is my act. So, and that can get better, of course.
Yeah.
But that's what you're doing then. But like when you're on the uprise of just being able to get comfortable on stage and learning how to like tell a joke, kind of. And
Yeah,
learning how to make a bit out of something, and like that is just like this wave, you know,
Mhm.
just a bunch of ups and downs for probably a couple years. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah.
just like figuring it all out.
Yeah, and then one day it'll click as long as you
Yeah.
stick with it and you're
And things
yeah.
like click along the way. Like, you know, I feel like
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like stage presence for us kind of just clicked in the last
Yeah.
like few months.
mhm.
Just like, oh, okay, well we're definitely like comfortable up here now. And then and
Yeah.
the jokes have gotten better. The joke structure has gotten better.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, I see how I need to say this
Yeah.
to make this
Yep.
work.
That's where with our like connections, it's like our skill level and our connections aren't at the same level. You know, we
Right.
are very
Right.
grateful for our
Oh, yeah.
connections. So now
For
we're
sure.
trying to get better so that our
But that's a good motivator.
yeah
Knowing
yeah.
that like we
Mhm.
have that to like work for, because like I know we get good enough. Simone will do what he can for you know.
yeah
do
no
what
yeah
he can for
exactly.
us.
He's
And I mean,
always there
like,
to help out,
Yeah.
which is great. And then and
So-
even just like knowing like this last week going to the ice house and
Oh,
going
yeah.
and
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
and
Let's
going
talk
there,
about
you know.
that.
And I went to the
that
ice
sounds
house and
crazy.
and I did so I show up. So I'm like, I probably shouldn't go. Or I wanted to go, but then I didn't also want to I didn't want to go because I had other stuff I had to do. But then he invited us, and you had to work. And I was like, He's like, yeah, I want you to go so I can introduce you to the booker, figure out how the open mic scene goes there. And I kind of knew how it went, but not like fully. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if you're going
Yeah.
with Simone and you're meeting the booker and going in that route, you know, it's one of those you can't turn down opportunities.
No.
And so I was like, okay, so I'll go. I went, and I told him I was going, but I didn't remind him. And so as I get there, I text him. I was like, hey, I'm here. And then I notice I get there, and I go up to the front, and I'm just hanging out. And then the door guy, I'm like, hey, is Simone here yet? And he's like, who? I was like, Steve Simone, the guy who's your headliner.
Yeah, your headliner.
And I was
the
like,
guy on the poster.
yeah. And he was like, oh no, I haven't seen him. He didn't check in with me yet. And I'm like, okay. And this was like 7:50 maybe. Shows at 8. And so then I'm like just sitting there, right? And the next thing you know, I text him, and it didn't go through. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's my phone, you know? So because then I don't think it went through to you either, or maybe even to JD, but I wasn't like, it didn't go through. So I was like, maybe it's my phone. So I turned off my phone, restarted it. Text went through except for to him. So then I was like, okay, what's going on? You know, this is weird. And I was like, well, maybe he's inside. I was like, can you go check? And the guy went in and he checked and he was like, no, he didn't see him. And so, because I was like, maybe there's no service inside. I was like, maybe he's not getting that. I'm sitting there watching football in the front bar area outside for like an hour almost. Probably a good 30 minutes. It's already 8:30. At this time, the guy comes up to me, the door guy, hands me a ticket saying, here's a free ticket for any time you want to come back because your friend didn't show. And I'm like, okay. So I finished watching the football game, which was crazy. The guy gets hit and all that craziness happens with the Browns and the Steelers. Right as soon as it's done, I get up and I leave. I'm like, screw it, I'll leave. I was like, that sucks. But I messaged Simone on Instagram even being like, hey, just to make sure you're okay. Like, seems out of character. Like, you didn't show. So finally, I'm in the car and I'm getting on the highway, and he calls me. He's like, you still here? Where were you? He's like, I was in the green room. I was like, he's like, my phone was off. He's like, I don't know why it was on airplane mode. And I'm like, and I'd mentioned, like, oh, I can't. They didn't know that you were there or not. I already was there. I was like, but I'm right around the corner. I can come back. So I went back. We hung out in the green room, hung out for a little bit. Then we went and watched the last few comics before he went up. And it was a small room. There was only like 20 people maybe there, like in the main room of the Ice House. But it was a cool thing to see. Like, you see these bigger name comics and it's like, hey, the show goes on, even if there's only 20 people in the audience. And they were fun and everything. But he then introduced me to the booker and asked him, being like, how's the open mic scene here? Here's the booker. And he's like, oh, yeah. And supposedly he watches, in the last month, he's watched all the open mics, which is cool. And he's booked people off the open mics.
Oh, wow.
Which is a cool thing to think about, too. But even then, it's not just like, oh, I'm going in there introducing myself. It's like I'm being introduced by
Steve Simone.
Yeah. So it's like...
It makes you more memorable.
Yeah, memorable, credible.
Oh, yeah, because, a lot of people know us just from him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys are...
So it's just like, which, again, it makes it to where, like, now that we have that, we have this connection because of that. It's like, well, now it just gives us even more of a fire to get better and get a good 5 minutes and everything because, it's like, oh, yeah, you're Steve's boys. Okay, get up there. Dude, Steve, your boys suck.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Yeah, which I definitely don't think is the case anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of think that, like, oh, no, like, I mean, I don't want to, I think that, we can be good at this. And I think we have been doing well. And, like, to the point where it's like, there are some people now that have probably should have gotten it by now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, okay, like, yeah, it took us a little while, but like,
it's even crazy when people are asking us for advice, and we're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you
like,
kidding me?
I don't even feel comfortable giving you advice.
They're like, wow, you've gotten so comfortable in all this. What do you do when you write jokes? What are you talking about writing jokes?
Yeah, dude, I show up and tell jokes.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do.
Oh, I love your bit on this. It's like, I'm just up there talking.
And like, I have a bit.
Yeah, no, of course you have a bit.
But like, I have a bit on the, everything I have a bit on. I was trying to think of fucking my bits. I have like, the molested bit.
Yeah.
Fucking, but what's the two new ones that I just fucking added? But that was just off the idea and then riffing on it.
Yeah.
Which one was that though? But I mean, that's how all my bits start. I actually kind of do get the writing process in that now. Just like, okay, you get up there, you tell it the first time. Cool. You get up there. Maybe you wait a few more days and then you tell it again.
Yep.
And then, I like it. I like the way I did it that time. And then that's kind of the one you go with wherever you go. And even then, it's hard because like, what was the one? Oh, it was the kid being left. The Big Daddy joke is what we'll call it.
Yeah.
We'll call it the Big Daddy joke. So even that, when I did that twice back to back, and I noticed, it went way better the second time, mainly because there was two fucking moms in the room.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, right there, I could just, like, connect, or at least two that I know of.
Yeah.
That like, raised their hands. So I was just like, oh, okay, cool, fucking... and then they were totally on board with everything I was saying, And it's just like, dude, I called my mom. Oh, he called his mom. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many ways to, like, kind of get people...
Bring people on board and
just
connected.
And then sometimes people will laugh just because they're laughing.
No,
Oh,
for
I
sure.
get why they think it was
Yeah,
funny
no,
because
exactly,
they're a mom.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
They find the connection in the connection.
Yeah. I mean, I find myself doing that. Like, if that person wouldn't have reacted that way, this would not work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I think the crowd work is definitely important too, for sure. And that's like why looking at people is really important too.
Yeah,
so
which
that
is-
way,
which is hard
you know
too,
what I
yeah.
notice Abby does?
Huh.
I think I don't know. I want to like watch her again. But like one thing she'll do, dude, is she'll find the person that's not laughing and just fucking look at them. And that's who she's fucking talking to until they smile or something, and then she'll move on.
I mean, and I think I've told you that's usually what I try to do. Where I will look at I will scan the room and be like, who's not laughing, who is laughing, you know, like who's not paying attention, and then talk to them and make them be on board. Which at first, I mean, even now, I mean, it's always going to be, and even now it is, but it's intimidating when you have to look at them. Yeah. But it does break in that field where this is just a conversation right now, and I'm having just with you, and you're going to be on board, and you're going to be like, yeah. Even if you're just nodding, you know, hoping that I don't look at you anymore, you know? Yeah. But it's still that connection of like, we're having a connection.
Well, and it's almost kind of like you're staring like the lion in the face. Like, you're, you know, you're like, I'm not fucking scared of you. You know what I mean? You can not laugh and I don't give a fuck. And, you know, whatever. I'm going to look at you while you're not laughing, motherfucker. Like, and then eventually they'll laugh because they feel uncomfortable. Yeah. So even if it's a fucking nerve laugh, it's like, fuck it. Then you know, and then people think that it's funny that you're staring them down. Yeah. So there's like all different variables of getting people to like laugh at certain things.
That's the thing, is there is just so many variables.
It's just That's kind of like why it's just like, man, if you kind of just get up there with some confidence and make sense. Yeah. Like there kind of is not a lot of failing. You know, I mean.
Yeah, it's that confidence because like, they can smell you if they're not confident.
I've noticed like with these pros, like with like the pros. When I was listening to Your Mom's House, you know, Segura and Jesselnick were talking about them bombing on stage, right? Yeah. And they, but like their bombing isn't freezing, and you know, maybe it is. Actually, I don't know, maybe it is. But their examples were what they were talking about was basically like their jokes pissed like a good chunk of the crowd off, you know, PC culture stuff, PC culture stuff, and then they got booed, and it sounds like fun. It sounds like a lot of fun actually to like get booed. Yeah, 2,000 people where you can just be like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!"
You're that confident you try to get booed, or you're not trying, but like, you don't care.
You don't care, because it's just like I'm not going to change my act just because you don't fucking like the joke. You bought tickets to my show, motherfucker. Yeah. You don't ask Circus Olay to fucking change their show if you don't like seeing tits, you know? So.
And then, or you write them up. Yeah, especially when they go there and it's like, why are you booing? You came here.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm sure it's always because they piss someone off politically or something. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
But and that's where we're at right now, too, is I'm looking forward to after the holidays. I mean, before the holidays, too. Going to these places because we've been talking about it for a while, but again, life gets in the way. Just and
it's our first year.
It's our first year.
We've done quite a bit.
We've done and then now going to new places and taking out that we've jumped over leaps and bounds as far as how many mics we've done and getting over that stuff. But on top of it too, it's like, okay, what is half the battle of this is after you get over being stage fright, it is honestly going to different mics, which is part of the work. It is where it's like, okay, after that, now it's not being lazy anymore and just going to one spot. It's okay, I do have to go to my way. Dude, the Ice House is like is 30 minutes away. Yeah. And it's just, but even just doing that once a month or, twice a month, going there for their open mics or, going to all these other places and getting your face out there because just kind of sitting back and seeing everything going on. More people get booked on more people's shows just by, it goes back to just being in front of people. Yeah. And, out of sight, out of mind, you're not going to get booked on things.
Yeah. No, it's true.
There's people in my way.
Get the fuck. I know. Where are we going?
I'm just going to park, actually.
Oh, you are?
Look for parking.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's too expensive to be driving. You're gonna find out sooner than later. It's too expensive to be doing this.
I thought
driving in cars with boys.
I thought it was crazy that you were doing it in the first place.
Well, that's why I
don't know. Just park at Ralph's.
I did the flipper. Well, oh yeah.
I was gonna freaking maybe go there, anyways, or to the weed store.
In that thingy.
Or you could like go up there into like there, and we'll park. There's always parking over there, and I'll go to the weed store after we're done.
Where?
After we're done.
Oh.
Just stay in this lane, because I mean we're kind of just killing time, anyways. We're
There's
doing a podcast, goddamn. Fucking.
Well, you listeners, we're just doing this just for you guys.
No.
Might be a shorter episode, might not be. We'll still give you a good 40 minutes.
40 minutes or something. Yeah. I mean, like it's just us.
We don't have Travis trivia, so that takes
Garon's
about
going to Hong
15
Kong.
minutes.
This is why we're doing this.
This is why we're doing this.
We've had a lot of podcasts we've done in the last week, and did not have time to do. We've done our own, but
this one's good. I'm glad for this one because we're getting it. But next Monday, guys, listen to next
please.
Monday's podcast.
We have our boy on, Easton Gage. He's fucking hilarious, and he's got the craziest story. If you like Big Daddy, if you like The Sandlot,
if you like.
If you like
animals
blonde hair,
people,
blue-eyed, good-looking men,
Yeah.
fucking just tune in.
Tune in for sure.
Fucking, yeah.
Because, we have
he's
those
hilarious.
back to back. And what is it? Yeah, but no, anyways, I'm going to technically, right now it's Sunday, but I'm going Tuesday, so the day after this comes out, to Hong Kong for a week with my uncle, and it's going to be
this will come out tomorrow.
Blast. Yep.
So you'll be
It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait for that. I'm interested. I'm interested for sure to see how it goes because I got to go do a little 2-hour training session with him today as far as learning about the history of Hong Kong, which is funny because goes to show how dumb I am because of.
I mean, it's
not
just
dumb, but just like it's crazy. I learned more in 2 hours than I probably did all through high school, and it's like I feel like that's stuff you should know.
Yeah. But now you have a reason to learn it, though. You know what I mean? That's kind of something else. I would go up that way, but
I know
if you can.
Nope. I'm gonna go around.
Okay, that's cool. We can go through the alley too. Anyways,
So, but it's. You have a reason to. That's why. Anybody. I even say this, and just about like traveling is worth weight in gold as far as even going to school. You'll learn more just by traveling than going to school.
Oh yeah, and I mean Aaron's proved that.
Yep.
Didn't he tell you that? I don't know. I'm mixed on the whole school thing sometimes, but
I feel like if you know what you want, or at least, again, it's all that if you're going to be a doctor.
Well, but I mean there is some structure that comes along. I think it also kind of depends on who you are.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
school isn't for everybody. Back in the day, it was thought to be that.
Yeah,
that's where it was.
Yeah.
Now people are getting smarter, realizing it's not for everybody. You know,
it's nice and quiet up here, dark.
They're realizing it's not for everybody. So
yeah, well, and some people like honestly, you know who it's not for? I think school is not for someone that is kind of organized and thinks for themselves, and like especially both of those. If you can think for yourself and you're organized, you don't need school. Like Speedy, dude, did not need school.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like, and he wouldn't need school. And the only thing he would need is a certificate to do something, which you need that anyways. I mean, you don't need school to be a real estate or a realtor, but you do need to do some classes and take tests and stuff like that. So, so there's that. But I think school is good for, honestly, some people that, but again, it kind of allows you to drop out. So that people that kind of need structure, but you have to know that you need structure.
Yeah.
So you can't be just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to go to school and hope everything just falls into place. No, like you have to want to work at it, but it will show, okay, this is what you do now. This is what you do then. This is, you know what I mean? Because like someone like me, that it's hard for me to like, structure myself. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, it gives you that structure that you...
But like I think the military is good for people like that too.
Yeah.
It's like it's sometimes it's bad for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I think sometimes it is good for people because it like teaches them, okay, well this is what you would do in the morning. This is what you do in, you know what I mean?
And that's why now it just even having that more open mindset of education.
Right.
And all that where it's like it's not.
Well, that's true too.
Back in the day it was that.
Yeah, you go to school.
You go to school. Yeah. That's it. What are you doing after high school? Going to school.
Yeah.
For what? Well, I don't know yet. But I'm gonna, or you would know because you thought of it so much. But now it's, and then it got to the point where people were just going, wasting all their money and not doing anything with it.
Right.
And now it's like, I'm not going to go to school.
Well, and I think that, it also depends on, be smart about it. Like, if you're going to be an actor, don't go to fucking a 4-year expensive-ass college.
Oh, yeah, no.
Why? But, like, if, but yeah, doctor, whatever. And even, not even doctor, but even other things that you could, like, don't go for, I don't know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
Like,
don't go for English because we should be there learning words.
Words, right? Or, I mean, I guess you could go for English if you want to be a teacher, right?
Yeah, no, if you have to be a teacher, you got to go. No, there are things you have to go for, but too many people just go to school,
Just to go to school, yeah.
And it's like,
yeah,
that's not necessary.
Well, and then there's like other things. Dude, even like the coding stuff. Like, I would say even computer stuff anymore, you don't need a 4-year school for.
No, and that's,
you don't.
those
You
are
just
those
you
trade
need fucking
schools.
Trade schools or boot camps or fucking, dude, honestly, dude,
you can learn half that
talking
stuff.
to Conwar, he's like, I graduated school, and he didn't go to an expensive school either.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. If you're getting your school paid for, go to fucking school. Just get your fucking degree. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you're, if someone's paying for your school, if you, whatever. Why the fuck are we talking about this?
What do you mean?
Education.
Because.
Talking about schools.
Why wouldn't we?
I guess you're right. Why
What are you
not?
talking about?
Went from fucking. How did we get into that? Oh, structure.
Yeah, we were talking about trips because I'm going to Hong Kong.
Hong
Because I
Kong
learned more
education,
about
that's
it.
right, that's right.
I didn't know about any of this
Okay.
stuff.
No, I'm just trying to
Education.
think of how. I needed to.
Like,
come
what are you
back.
talking about? What are you talking about? But yeah, so I'm looking forward to going on this trip. Gonna be there. It's gonna be the longest flight I've ever done. It'll be 15 and a half hours, and that's from San Francisco. That's not even including.
Where'd you fly into when you went to London? Did you fly into London? Or you flew in? Where'd you fly into?
No, but I'm saying this is a straight flight. I flew from here to Denver to Chicago to London.
Oh, okay. How long was it from Chicago to London?
8.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, dude, that's like nothing.
Yeah. Like 8 and a half. Yeah, it was 8, 9 max, but yeah, 8. I think.
From Chicago, even.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hop, skip, and a step.
Yeah, and then my Bali trip, longest was 12 hours from here to Japan, and then it was.
How far was it from? Where'd you fly out from here? Oh, from LAX to Japan,
mm-hmm.
and then.
Which was 12 hours.
Oh, that one was 12. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's 3 hours longer.
You're crossing the Pacific.
It's 3 hours longer.
Yeah.
For this trip.
Yeah.
Than it was for that one, but this is at least just one flight there. Because even to go to Bali, it was a 12-hour flight. Then it was a.
And you fly
6-hour flight. Then it was a 2-hour flight.
Direct flight right back.
I think I still go to San Francisco.
Oh, you fly out of San Fran?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun though. Hopefully.
But it's a night trip. I think it's like a 16-hour difference. Like, I take off at 10:30, I think, on Tuesday night, and I land technically 2-something in the afternoon Wednesday here, but over there it's like 5 in the morning Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So, and then just get on the ground running and start going. Might go to Disney. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they got Disney. Are
Yeah.
you sure? Do they still have it? Or did China fucking
Disneyland.
ban that shit?
Disneyland,
Might be
man.
shut down by the time you get there.
No. The more that I'm listening to it too, it's like what's finding out.
Oh,
Like,
is that a MILF I see?
where?
Right in front of us, dead ahead.
It's too dark to see, but she's wearing all black.
She is, but it looks like a nice ass, and she did have a nice rack.
Isn't that
It's-
MILF attire? All black.
It's all black, everything. Okay. Anyways.
And yeah, no, just I'm interested to see. I was like, do I need to get a gas mask to go there? But it's kind of like us going into. If we were flying anywhere, and, we're going. It's funny how when people think, "Oh, do you see what's going on in China or what's going on in Hong Kong?" You don't realize how small an area Hong Kong actually is compared to what China is, or even how.
Right. Well, it's an island right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
dude,
it's
so bad that we don't know this stuff.
No, dude, half this stuff I'm just like, dude, I don't even want to act like I know because you don't know, and then you find out how dumb you actually are.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh gosh, well that sucks.
And they know everything about us.
Yep.
But we're occupied with other shit, dude. Celebrities and fucking Adam 22 and YouTube and shit. We got a lot going on, us Americans.
Which is dumb, dude.
Fucking joke writing. You know how long that takes?
Yeah.
Fucking 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah. To them, we are a joke. We're one big joke over there. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be finally got everything figured out. Got the new passport for it. Got all packed up and ready to go. That's why we just had to film or record this one and just do the audio version. And Travis was sick this week, so give the guy a rest, which was nice. He had bronchitis, so I think he's feeling better now. He had like 3 shows this weekend. Hopefully it went good. Hopefully they went good. 2 at the Ice House. Then he has 1 tonight's Sunday. So yeah, he has 1 tonight. But
For Dauphin?
no, that was yesterday, Saturday.
Dauphin.
Yeah.
Dauphin.
That's fine. What else? No, dude, I'm looking forward to. Oh, so yeah, I was finding out on United they have the series Chernobyl, the one that they've been telling us to watch. So I'm looking forward to binge watching all 6 of those episodes, and it still is only going to take up not even half the trip.
Oh, true.
But I'm looking forward to watching that.
Fuck it, you got Disney Plus, dude. You have.
Oh, I know. They have
hundreds of hours.
I have hundreds of hours. I mean, no, on those flights though, they have tons of movies, like tons of stuff. But I'm gonna definitely.
What do they feed you? You get a complimentary meal, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they're pretty good. I mean, they're especially on those ones. You get 3 meals, dude.
Oh, do you do?
Yeah, it's a full day.
It is a full day.
Yeah, you're on. Well, they're 15 hours.
That's true.
They're the only thing that believes in the 3-course a day meals.
What do you get? Like, what's it look like? It's probably a few different things you can choose from.
Yeah, sometimes I can't. Honestly, on all my flights, I've been asleep through a majority of the meals. Especially this one, I'll be asleep for a majority of it too. I mean, not a majority, but they'll sometimes feed you, especially on these later ones. I think right off the bat, like you'll get up there and you'll have your first meal, and then like, okay, go to bed. Good night. Okay. You know.
Yeah. What time do you fly out?
But it's cool because I'm going. No, I fly out a little. Yeah, but
that's cool though, because you'll. Well, what time will it be when you guys get into Hong Kong?
5 in the morning.
Oh, that's badass.
5 in the morning.
Oh, okay. So you'll leave evening-ish here. What time do you fly to San Fran?
10:30.
Oh, so you guys have a long ass layover there.
No, no. I have to get to the airport
at
early
3
because I'm meeting Aaron at the lounge, where only people who have the ability to go into get to go into. The United Plus Premium Lounge, which I'm going to eat there. And then for international flights, you get there early, so I'm getting there early to check in. And then our flight's at 7:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I think we only have maybe like an hour layover in San Fran.
Oh, okay.
Before then we get off and get right on again.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing all carry-on, so.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need much.
Mm-mm.
Fucking.
Well, I mean, I only do that anyways with most of the, so far with the ones that I've done.
And some undies. Fucking.
I was gonna go shopping there. I was just like, I'll just go shopping, you know? I was just going.
Yeah.
Let's go see what cool
see
things
if they have
have
a Johnny
there.
Cupcake pop up.
Oh, I know.
I think. Well, maybe Johnny Cupcake was in Japan.
No, he was in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think his wife's from there.
She looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's from something like that. Not to be racist.
But yeah, I think I'm bringing one of them though. One of my shirts to take out. Just do a photo, you know.
Dude, you should do some photos for cousins and sons for the
I
people.
know. I gotta find out tomorrow if my phone's unlocked so that I can.
Oh, that's
I
true.
can get. I mean, either way, worst case scenario though, because I'm gonna do it anyways. If it doesn't get unlocked, it's only $10 a day for international plan, which is expensive if you're there for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
But worst case scenario kind of thing. If it doesn't work, it's still only like technically we're only there for like 4 days, so it's like an extra $40. But for especially in this time to have a phone, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be times where me and Aaron won't be with each other. We'll be off doing each other things.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys gonna be separate?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Probably on like Saturday, I'm sure.
Why? He's got shit to do.
No, it's just everywhere we go, he does that. We get there usually, he shows me around for 2 days, and then on the third day, depending on how long we're there, sends me out on my own and goes, "Here you go. You know the road now. Go enjoy yourself. Good luck." He's done that everywhere I've gone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. So yeah, just having the phone, and then with all these riots going on, it's probably best to have phones, you know.
Probably.
Something. I'm even getting travel insurance just in case.
Someone steals your shit. How much is that?
No, not travel insurance. Like not travel insurance. Health insurance, but for traveling over there.
Oh, just in case you come down with something.
Or
Some
just
fever?
in general, or I get stabbed.
Oh, yeah. That's
like
true.
real stuff.
Huh. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Well, be careful.
But yeah, I mean sickness too. Like, but he's like, oh, I haven't had to use it that much in all his traveling. He travels a lot, but me, I'm like, I better just do it just in case. Even though we're there not that long, but looking forward to it. I hope you get a car in the next week.
I mean,
I believe in you.
We'll see, dude. I mean, I don't believe in the job. I believe in myself. I could steal a car.
Sure.
I could, I just don't believe in
the system.
I don't even really want to talk about that fucking place on this goddamn podcast.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just talking about the damn car. Just trying to talk about good things. Hopefully you have a car by the time I get back. And even if you don't, I mean, still closer. Because you'll have a whole weekend.
Yeah. Yep.
And next weekend, you'll have money and get it. Because you're almost there. You're almost there. And then we can hit the ground running and enjoy ourselves. And then you're gone for the holidays, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The final countdown. It's the final
Have Miranda Meadows on.
Yeah, hopefully sometime. We have a few people who are on the lineup for the month of December.
Yeah, Miranda Meadows, I think we can get her in. We'll talk about it later. But, and then who else were we going to have
We're going to get Simone on again.
We'll get Simone before the holidays.
He'll be actually
end of the year.
He's hoping to be our Christmas Eve, day before Christmas Eve episode.
So the Christmas week episode.
Yep, because Christmas Eve's a Tuesday, and so it'll be on that Monday.
Yeah.
But it should be cool. We're going to talk about probably like holiday stuff, I'm sure, and Christmas stories and everything, and then a few other comedians hopefully to have on, because we got to pre-record some of these for when we're out of town and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to the people on, because the more of these interviews you'll see even next week. It was fun. The next episode is really fun with Easton.
Yeah.
So, and then having more people like that on and having, just hearing their stories. And
yeah, I want to get Dante Chang on, but he's a busy man.
He is a busy man. He is busy, but he's nice. Glad to see. I'm even glad to see the community of that, of like him giving, a thanks to Joe for the whole idea of Slotted and Fourth Wall, and then turning around and Joe thanking him and taking the idea of like getting shows for show, getting booked on things for best of that mic, getting put on actual shows. I'm like, that's how it should be. It should be that community where everybody helps everybody out.
That's kind of how it is. And I mean, because Jordan, actually, I was talking to my sister because she does music, and she she's telling me that like the artists can't do that because of the labels. So like musicians can't do that. So like just because your best friend could be really talented and all this stuff, and you would want to help him out and bring him, have him, like say Carrie Underwood for example, but Carrie Underwood's label would not let that happen.
Yeah.
So but like in comedy, the comic, he could fucking not like the fucking guy that's opening for him. Yeah. Say fuck you. I'm bringing in my friend and putting him right here. No,
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is bittersweet, I guess. But like, but if you're one of the favorites like we are,
which is
definitely
crazy,
works in our favor. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is. Yeah. That's what even pushes us more, being like.
Or it doesn't even have to be fucking someone over. It's just like I got put on that show. I got opened for Steve Simone because I am friends with Steve Simone. No other reason.
Yeah.
Not because the club knows me. Not because And
that's where trying to just keep progressing with our comedy so that it doesn't come to where it's like, yes, we know we're getting things because we know people because of it, but you want to be like when people go, well, they only got that because of this. It's still that fine of being like, well, he only got that because of this, but I mean, they're still funny. They're still good, Instead of just being like, well, they only got that for that. That's the only reason that they're not even good,
Yeah.
That's where us progressing to kind of get to that level is what helps burn the fire of keeping us going and pushing us forward.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, that's true.
I love it. I love it so much. No, I was thinking of even now with like writing and stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to sit there all week and I'm interested to see what I talk about when I come back from my trip and stuff. And because even when, again, Simone was trying to get me in contact with a comedy space in Hong Kong. He's like, maybe you could do a set or something over there. And I'm like, wait, what? I was like, it'd be cool to say I did, but at the same time, like,
yeah, how bad could it go?
I know, and but on top of it, I'm like, but what do you talk about? Like, what do you, like, in an international setting?
You could do Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You could talk about.
I'd be like, is this allowed here?
Oh, that's true. Like, yeah, but then again, I'd be careful about what you say.
Yeah, exactly. No,
maybe it's not a good place to fucking go and do a stand-up.
No, exactly. It's you don't know who you're offending. You barely can know who you're offending here, let alone over there.
There you get your fucking dick chopped off.
Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, oh well, another American who's not going home.
Yep.
Just
fucking prisoner of not war but travel.
Keep you there. Like, nope, we're ripping up your passport. You're not here anymore. Gosh, that's amazing.
Goddamn POT.
But yeah, they would have been cool. I don't know. I might hit them up still and see, like, even just to go to the comedy club out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be cool to go. See what the fuck that's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, well, it's pretty Western. Well, what did he say? Is there still, like, a lot of British people over there?
There is, yeah.
So it's okay.
You see a lot of Chinese and a lot of white people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fairly easy. So a lot of English.
A lot of English, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So it should be pretty chill. I mean, besides what's going
Beijing
on right
would
there.
Be more China.
Yeah. So yeah, besides what's going on right now in Hong Kong, it should be a pretty chill trip.
Well, what about like I guess the British people there, like, right?
Yeah.
Are they mostly military people, or is it just like?
No,
just like
they're just some were born and raised there and never left, but they're just straight up British.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, no, from Hong Kong. You never meet one of those people either. Just like a British person. Oh my God, you're from what part of the UK are you from?
Yeah.
I'm not from fucking Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, never hear that.
We will now, I hope.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe they just never leave because they can't.
Again, yeah, you just never know. Dude, and these kind of things is like stuff to like, where Travis is fun to tip in on because he tips in with his fun facts.
Oh, he always knows something.
He'll be like, well, actually, this is actually this.
Yeah.
Nobody's here to fact check.
But nobody fucking knows that because everyone's fucking idiots.
Idiots. We are idiots. But again, I'm glad to learn and go travel and get this out of the way and like get this week out, and then now I can go travel. I got this whole week out of the way of like preparing. It's that initial preparing to go and work, and then now I'm finally like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go enjoy myself. And then now we have to get you a passport so we can next year or sometime go.
No, I kind of want to do it before I leave, or at least get the process.
Do the process, yeah. Because honestly, it's not that hard once you do that process. It's not,
Yeah.
And once it's done, then it's done. Then we can go whenever,
Yeah. Let's go to
Canada.
I was gonna say Mexico, but sure.
Mexico too. It's closer, but.
Or we could go to Cancun.
Canada! Oh, Canada!
Oh my God.
Anything else you want to jump on with?
I don't think so.
It's been a good episode. We're traveling around with cousins and stuff.
Check out the episode.
Easton next week. Check it out.
Episode 26.
I don't know if I'll have service or not, but yeah, check it out. We'll have this episode comes out. I'll go home right now and edit, and then.
Where's this episode 26?
This will be 25.
25.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll go out there, and I think that's everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else. I can't think of any shows or anything that I know of anyone doing right now off the top. But so, okay, well.
Coming this week.
Fucking, well, have fun in Hong Kong, Garon.
All right, I will do. You have fun this week, and I'll see you when I get back.
All right, sounds good.
And remember, guys.
Don't talk about it.
Be about it.
Light up.
Boom.
Later.
It's not what you wanted from me. You've been trying to make sense of my mistake.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. Please hit that subscribe button. Go follow us on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
And remember, if you want to go the extra mile, you can also support us over on Patreon, where in the future we'll be able to get unreleased content and content that nobody else can see. And remember, guys, don't talk about it.
Be about it.
Peace.